Hello everyone. Welcome to TELLS Videtionary. Today, July 17th, our word of the day is meddlesome. M-E-D-D-L-E-S-O-M-E. Meddlesome. Meddlesome is a 10-letter word and an adjective. Remember, adjectives describe the qualities or states of being of nouns: enormous, dog-like, silly, yellow, fun, fast. They can also describe the quantity of nouns: many, few, millions, 11. Meddlesome means often getting involved in situations where you are not wanted, especially by criticizing in a damaging or annoying way. In other words, tending to interfere in other people's affairs. A meddlesome person gets in your business in a totally annoying way. That is, they meddle. Respect people's privacy by not being meddlesome. In Yiddish, yenter is used for people who interfere in other people's business. A defining quality of the yenter is that they're meddlesome. You could say that someone who's meddlesome gets in the middle of your business, if that's how you like to remember words. Just remember that the spelling is different from middle. I don't mean to be meddlesome, but you'd be well advised not to confuse meddle and middle, even if one helps you remember the other. Meddlesome is an adjective that describes someone who interferes in other people's affairs without being asked or invited. It is often used to describe someone who is nosy, intrusive, or meddling in an unwelcome or annoying way. If you want to use the word meddlesome in a sentence, a few tips can help you do so effectively. Here are some suggestions. Use it to describe a person's behavior. The most common use of meddlesome is to describe a person's behavior. For example, you might say, "My neighbor is always so meddlesome. She's always asking me personal questions and trying to get involved in my business." This sentence uses meddlesome to describe the neighbor's nosy and intrusive behavior. Pair it with other adjectives. You can pair meddlesome with adjectives describing the person's behavior to make your sentence more descriptive. For example, you might say, "My boss is a meddlesome and controlling person. She's always trying to micromanage everything I do." This sentence describes the boss's behavior using the adjective meddlesome and adds the adjective controlling to provide more detail about her type of meddling. Use it to describe a situation. You can also use meddlesome to describe a situation where someone interferes inappropriately. For example, you might say, "The meddlesome interference of the government in our personal lives is becoming increasingly concerning." This sentence uses meddlesome to describe the government's interference in people's personal lives, rather than a specific person's behavior. Be careful not to use it too often. While meddlesome is a helpful word, it can become repetitive if you use it too often. Try to vary your vocabulary using synonyms or other descriptive words to describe similar behavior. For example, you might use words like intrusive, nosy, or pushy to describe someone who is meddlesome. Overall, meddlesome is a helpful word for describing unwelcome or intrusive behavior. By following these tips, you can use them effectively in your writing and speaking to convey your meaning clearly and accurately. Similar words include interfering, meddling, intrusive, prying, inquisitive, officious, importunate, snooping, nosy, nebby, pragmatic, intermeddling, obtrusive. Examples of sentences using meddlesome are: "They say he is not nearly as meddlesome as we all might suspect." "The newlywed's meddlesome mother was always involved in his affairs." "Our boss's meddlesome ways make everyone in the office uncomfortable." "My neighbor is meddlesome and pokes his nose in everything I do." Meddlesome men spent their morning drinking coffee and discussing their neighbor's business. The meddlesome old lady continued to call the police on us every time she suspected we were having any fun. Make sure to save this new word, meddlesome, so you can practice using it in your everyday sentences.
That's all for today. Thank you for spending your time with me. I hope you learned something new. Remember, practice makes perfect, and we'd love to hear from you, so leave a comment after every video. All comments are welcome. Don't forget to like and share this video. Subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so you receive similar videos every day. Have a fulfilling day. See you tomorrow. Cheers!